from the other side of reality. Men say he's cool and he makes the women drool.
Ooh. Hello, kitties. I'm up to my 31 days of horror. Alright, the team's on the horror from the 30 person. Oh, head rush, baby. How are we doing? Hello. Oh my god, I can't see. Help me. Okay, hi. Hello. Welcome to my 31 days of horror. Wait. I want you to guys see me on my beauty. Okay, here we go. Hi. Hello, welcome to my 31 days of horror, where I, the demon, talk about a new horror movie from the 3rd to the 31st. We are on day 22. 9 more days till Halloween. My goodness. We made it so far so good. So hi, I'm the demon. Now, if you're new here, hello, and you're like, hey dude, you were a demon before and you're not now, I'm not freaked out, can you just tell me what the heck's going on? I'll tell you right now, my good friend. So, I'm a demon. However, as Halloween approaches, demon hunters are on me, tied out. They want me bad, and not just the girl ones. So I'm trying to hide from them, and when I'm in my demon form, they know where I'm at. It's like a homing signal to them. So in order for me to get away, and to keep them at bay, I retain my human form. That way they'll just leave me alone for a short period of time. Halloween's approaching, so I only got so much time in this realm before I have to go back home. 9 more days, and then I'm back in my demon realm home, drinking Gatorade and watching MXC. But yes, but while I'm here, I watch horror movies. And today I watched I Know What You Did Last Summer, 2025. And I know what you did, Frank. I know what you did last summer, Frank. I know what you did. And I know you're trying to hide it from me, dude. But I saw the cookie crumbs. You stole the cookies. I'm not a big fan. Just want to let you know, Frank. And Frank, I know what you did. You know, she told me. And I'm not impressed. I thought you were my friend. And Frank, I know what you did. Because I saw the cake, and I made that for me, and you ate it all, and didn't say me a piece. So I'm not impressed. And Frank, don't think I've forgotten. Okay, you still owe me $20. And that was like last summer, so you figure you would pay me back by now. Man, all these guys owe me money and no one pays. It's a terrible thing. So, I Know What You Did 2025 is a horror movie that is... I was going to say it's a remake, but it's not a remake, but it feels like a remake, but it's not. Let me explain. When it kind of... Okay, I Know What You Did Last Summer, the original came out in the 90s, the same year that Scream came out, around that same time period. And they're both written by Kevin Williamson. And Scream has gone on to be like a really epic horror franchise that comes out with new ones, and it's really, really good. While as I Know What You Did Last Summer, the first one was good, but they kind of, you know, like My Love Life, just like went downhill. You know, it's kind of like, you know, you were a family, you got the successful brother, but the other brother's not doing so good. Like, he tried a business, but it failed terribly. Meanwhile, his other brother's, like, super successful, and the family loves him, but resents that other brother. That's what I feel I Know What You Did Last Summer is. And this movie here, especially, story-wise, is a bit confusing. So, and it also feels like a remake, but it doesn't. So let me explain. In the I Know What You Did Last Summer, and I'm going to say 2020-25, is a group of friends. They're going to go to their friend's wedding, and they're all down for the wedding, and it's all new old friends. And hey, you know, why don't we like smoke a joint and go for like a joyride? And they do, and they get into an accident upon which someone passes away, and so then they try to cover it. So it sounds like the original. However, in this movie here, they explain that the original, I think they pretty much retcon the other movies, but as far as the original goes, the first one, it pretty much happened. So think of it this way. How logic-wise, does this make sense? So you mean to tell me, in 30 years, the exact same accident happened the exact same way, and you figured that the people would have heard this tale of what happened to the people 30 years ago. So when it happens to them, you figured they would call the cops Because you're like, you remember what happened last time and he didn't call the cops? Something happened to them. We should call the cops. No one mentions that at all, and they don't call the cops. And of course, it happens again. So that's where the logic kind of, I don't understand. Like, it's the exact same thing. What are the odds of the accident happen in the exact same area, the exact same way? I mean, there's some physicist losing his mind. Right, Frank? Yeah, he has charts and all these numbers, figuring out how the idea of this happening again the exact same way. What are the odds, So, of course, they covered up the accident because they were, I'm going to call the cops. And they call the cops, of course. One of them receives I know what you did last summer. And it starts. And I'm like, okay, that happened. If they wouldn't have mentioned the other movie, if this was its own thing, then logic-wise, I would have been like, okay. But the fact that this happened the same way before, and with the Scream movies, okay, there was like planning involved. This was an accident. In the first movie, that happened to be terrible happenstance. That these young people were drinking, they weren't paying attention, and this accident happened. And they didn't call the cops, and, they got in big doo-doo for it. Doo-doo. But it's happening again. Like, the same thing happened again. And so, like, really? So that is, you figured they would have took apart, like I said, it happened before they would have known, but no. So it doesn't make any sense to me. It doesn't. And so they try to talk to the people that it happened to before. Namely, you got Jennifer Love Hewitt, who's back in this one, and Freddie Prinze Jr. are the two survivors from the original that they go to talk to. What are they going to do? Like she goes to Jennifer, one of the young people that happened to. They go to Jennifer, and Jennifer's like, "What'd you do last summer?" Like, really, the same thing happened again. What's she gonna do? And I mean, does she really need to be in this movie? No, her and Freddie Prinze Jr. don't need to be in this movie. Logic-wise, it doesn't make any sense. I wouldn't have put them in this movie at all. Story-wise, I just would have had this as a reboot and does not bother with these characters because you add nothing to the story, and by adding them to the story, it makes this even more stupid because the exact accident happened the exact same way twice. And then when you find out who the killer is, that makes even less sense. So, okay, you see this? This is logic. You see what happens to logic in this movie? It doesn't make any sense. Doesn't make any sense. Now, what is good in this movie? The kills are pretty good. It's pretty graphic with the hook. So they got that going. The acting's kind of okay. And the pacing's pretty decent, so it flies pretty good. The bad, story-wise, this doesn't make any sense. The idea that it had, like, it's a legacy movie doesn't make any sense at all. I just would have made it as a reboot, like I said. I wanted to put those characters in there. It doesn't make any sense. And when you find out who the killer is, it makes even less sense. And it's even more annoying. Is this movie scary? No, it's not scary at all. You can watch this with friends at a party or whatever. Doesn't make any sense. The gore is good, but there's no scares. Not at all. Is it a good movie? Not really. When you think logically about the whole idea that it happened again, like it happened before, and you put that into account, that doesn't make any sense to me. However, it's not the worst movie I've seen. For what it is, it's okay. I mean, I'd rather stick with the original, I Know What You Did Last Summer, and not bother with this one here. But if you did watch this one, fine. It's all right, I guess. But it's not the worst movie. It's mediocre, I would say that. But the kills are good, but other than that, I don't really care much for it. So, what I do is I rate it on the heads of Jeff. This is the skull of Jeff. The skull of Jeff. The skull of Jeff. Yes. So upon the skulls of Jeff, out of 5, I give this one 2.5. It's stupid that it happened twice. Logic-wise, doesn't make any sense. Logic-wise, it doesn't make any sense. So, I have now, in this here, I have 9 movies. Because there's only 9 days left, and I'm going to pick one from here to watch. Now, originally, and I should say this as a program note, and I forgot to mention this earlier, I was going to watch Good Boy. That was the original plan, but unfortunately, I didn't have a chance to see it. So I watched this one instead. Although, I bet you Good Boy probably would have been better. Jeff hates it when I do this. It makes him sick. You're going to be okay, Jeff? Sorry. Poor Jeff. He hates it. He hates it when I do it. Now I'm going to say, Oh, right, wrong way. Oh, I have to take Jeb's top off. Ah! And now, we are going to pick our movie. We're going to pick one. Okay, we're going to pick one, everybody. Get ready. Get ready. Only 9 more movies. Only 9 more days of Halloween. Ah! Let's pick this. Oop, this one here. This one's thick. I like it thick. At least that's what she told me. Let's see what we got here. I have no idea what's in here. Ooh, what's this? What's this? Oh, here we go. So here we go. Heretic 2024. I'm wanting to see that. I'm all pumped. So there we go. That's our next movie, people. I'm all excited. I hope you are. Here we go. And, oh, man. Oh, my head. Oh. Woo. Well, that's it for me to you there, kiddies. I'll see you tomorrow.